Hello guys, this is the storyteller and I am your host. Today we are going to do a cringe review of Ghostbusters 2016. I have here the IMDb reviews site opened and I'm going to give you some ideas of what people thought of the movie because I clearly didn't go to watch that movie. I heard it was horrible and it was just not worth watching. So let's start it. Number 1. Hollywood needs to quit remaking classics and start something fresh. Not news. Not news. Number 2. 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means 0.5 by 5. In the absence of fantasy and original ideas, the Hollywood producers get out of mothballs old stories and they serve us anew, using this time for women instead of for men. No one from the 4 actresses is funny. Only Kristen Wiig has just a little bit of something actually. I do not understand what this Melissa McCarthy is in the movies business for. She has nothing specific, no beauty, no talent. I also can't understand what she does. She's a fat lady who is just unfunny. Fat men are pretty funny, but this fat lady is a total bore to me. This guy also says the same thing. She's as boring as it is annoying. After watching this, you'll have to find a real movie to watch. Boy, this is good. This is the McDonald's of movie. 1 by 10. Awful, darned awful. Working on the film or appearing in it is the movie business equivalent of having job, means a job at McDonald's. It is low quality, bad for you, bottom of the barrel, and you will regret it afterwards. When did it become fashionable for men to have the brains of an algae? Of course, he's talking about the Chris Hemsworth role, which is a stupid secretary guy, and he's as stupid as possible. For the women to be gross. Of course, all of these women look horribly dressed, horrible, and nasty words as everything, and severely unattractive, and for us to pay to watch it all. At least this film proves that it is best to read reviews before watching the film, even if the film has an attractive pedigree. Reboots, sequels are... Okay, the next one. The next one is pretty generous, 3 by 10. This guy is... Oh no! Rosa. This guy, it's a girl. And she's giving it a 3 by 10. Hollywood wants my money. Strange is the heading of the title. Hollywood wants my money. Hollywood wants me to get dressed, get in the car, drive to the theater and pay to watch its movies. Yet Hollywood does not want to present anything new, anything exciting or fresh. I am at a loss. Is it like the old song, Money for Nothing? I don't know that song. Is that what Hollywood wants? Hollywood has reached peak remake, reboot, franchise sequel. Oh boy, I was devastated by Star Wars and King Kong. Those 2 franchises are the most rotten right now. My prediction for who will direct the next Ghostbusters is J.J. Abrams. Well, in 11th December 2018, this girl gave this prediction. Was there a news out yet about... Okay. Oh, she is not making a joke about J.J. Abrams being Jar Jar Abrams. Okay, the next one, 1 by 10. I didn't laugh. Okay, that was good. It starts with okay. We're 75 minutes in, and I didn't laugh once. In my humble opinion, a movie that advertises itself as a comedy should at least make you giggle once every 20 minutes. Yeah, I think today's formula is to make you giggle after every 5 minutes. But yeah, this guy says even after 20 minutes, he doesn't laugh. And he's 75 minutes in. I'm not going to into the question if it's a feminist agenda movie or not. It's just plain bad. It's a shame IMDb doesn't allow a 0 as a grade. So these people are giving 1 by 10 because there is no 0 as a grade. Okay, I believe it. I believe its overall grade would be so much worse. Next review, 1 by 10 by some Sorensen. Second worst mistake of my life. Having heard many things about this movie and seen the trailer, I finally decided to watch it. Thinking back on my life, I believe I've made 2 huge mistakes. First was marrying my now ex-wife. Marrying his now ex-wife was the first mistake, and second was watching this movie. Filled with stupid jokes, quotes, and references, this movie contains attempts to reintroduce us to a newer version of Ghostbusters movie I loved as a child. Okay, that's okay, it's a really shallow thing, but some claim that this is empowering women. Empowering women, I hate that word. Sorry, but it does the opposite. It dumps down the women, and I will teach my little daughter that women can be scientists. They don't have to act so stupid as seen here. Okay, that's good. I mean, can be scientists, but they're not as stupid as they are portrayed here. Okay, next one, 1 by 10. There's a terrible. I wanted this movie to be decent, but it is absolute garbage. Okay, alright. We got it, buddy. We got it. I watched his movie from start to finish without laughing at all and find myself cringing at the acting that was happening. There's nothing that this movie brings that is worth sitting through an hour and 59 minutes. I'm not quite sure what Kate McKinnon's character is supposed to be. She walks around like she's got some lame legs and she can't walk normally, and if you watch closely, you see her constantly smirking and laughing at her own stupid lines. Don't waste your time. Okay. The next one, 2 by 10. My mom said I looked miserable watching it. Oh boy. I really tried. I'm a year late, I know. This is on November 2017. I got this movie for free because I connected my Voodoo with my Disney account. Even for free, I couldn't get through this movie. I stopped after 30 minutes of the extended cut. It's painfully unfunny, sexist, and terribly written. Sexist? Wasn't it feminist? This guy says it was sexist and terribly written. The biggest sin of this movie is to me is that the actresses here are really talented. I love Kristen Wiig and Kate McKinnon, and I think I laughed at one joke in that first 30 minutes out of all the jokes they were dropping. Nice try, Sony, but it was dead on arrival. Don't patronize your audience when you want them to like your movie. Next one is 1 by 10 sexist travesty to be avoided. Warning, spoilers. Awful. I love the original Ghostbuster. There was chemistry between all the characters, but this movie is horrible. The $140 million would have been better spent on the homeless than this travesty. The jokes are dull, the acting is dull, the men are mindless dunces. Of course, the men are dunces. It's a feminist movie. Feminists are not they don't believe in equality. They believe in equity. They believe that men are dull. They want to downvote men in all possibility, while the women are sexist brainiacs that objectify the men. The black character is a typical stereotype, angry, abrasive, and rude. Avoid it. The ghosts are all the same green glow. Waste of time watching this on DVR. The story is a rehash of Ghostbusters 2, where an evil man wants to bring ghosts to destroy and take over New York. I enjoyed dental surgery more than this nonsense. Oh boy, dental surgery. I have headaches whenever I think of dental surgery. Oh boy. Next one, 1 by 10. What kind of an idiot let Paul Feig and Katie Dippold write this film? This crap is too much. After watching this garbage, I felt like someone urinated on my childhood. Urinated on my childhood. Go ahead and search Paul Feig, director and writer, and Katie Dippold, the writer, and you figure out in 2 seconds that these clowns should never have been allowed to go near this film. The acting sucks, the plot sucks, the editing sucks, the effects suck, the casting sucks, the attempt to do role reversal sucks. Of course, the role reversal thing is the main thing that sucked ASS. The directing sucks, the writing sucks, the staging sucks. The only thing in this movie is a few seconds you get to see Bill Murray on screen. I'm actually sorry I watched this because now my beloved memory of Ghostbusters is tarnished. This movie has no reviews that give this movie any more than 4 by 10. Okay, there is nothing here that says 4 by 10. Worst franchise reboot ever made, spoiler alert, and this is another one. I'm going back to 2016. In July 2016, the first reviews came in of Ghostbusters 2016. I've disappointed cross that bored an entire cinema, 1 by 10. I've never seen the original Ghostbusters film. This guy has never seen the original, so I went into watching this with quite an open mind. It ended up being incredibly disappointing though the CGI was terrible and reminded me of the early 2000s live action Scooby-Doo films. The girls, who I imagined are funny in their own right, seem to have absolute zero chemistry between them, and oddly enough, Chris Hemsworth's character Kevin ended up being the most funny aspect of the film. Chris Hemsworth is the most funny aspect of the film, who acts are absolutely dull in most movies. That's just my personal opinion. However, my boyfriend, it's a girl. My boyfriend, who I went to see the film with, whispered to me, "This is awful." Halfway through, and he revealed to me that he had felt ashamed while watching this film. I went because he guaranteed me it was going to be enjoyable, and I think it didn't take long until he realized that the movie was a disappointment. So it made even the boyfriend be ashamed in front of his girlfriend, who had promised that he would show her a good movie. Seriously, this movie was awful. 1 by 10. This is not the worst movie of all time. Some people are saying that this is the worst movie of all time. It is not. It is merely a really bad movie with no redeeming qualities, and it insults your intelligence. And most of the YouTube videos made slamming it are hundreds of times funnier than this movie. I'm sure this video is going to be a little less funnier than this. Seriously, the movie is just not funny. In fact, Batman and Robin, George Clooney and whoever played Robin, so he was something like O'Donnell something, had more humor in it than this movie does, and that movie was worse than this. That is how not funny this movie is. Save your money, read a cereal box, it will cost less and be funnier. It doesn't justify its own existence. Unfunny destruction of the 1984 cult comedy. These are the very first reviews. Very watchable. And no, I am not a Trump supporter. Because they make the connection that you are a Trump supporter, you are male favoring guy, you are misogynist and all that. And this guy is saying that he's not a Trump supporter. He just says it's not watchable. It's not watchable. Okay, we have a 4 by 10, a below average unnecessary remake. One of the worst movies of this decade. 2 by 10, not as bad as you thought. Well, maybe that's why you're giving it 2 by 10. Who you gonna call? Somebody else, not me. 3 by 10. No. 1 by 10, 3 by 10. You can't recapture lightning in a bottle. Okay? So, this is the end. Ghostbusters 2016 was horrible. It got the most horrible reviews, and there is nothing that could have saved that movie. This is the Storyteller. Next time we will have more cringe, more reviews. Peace. And do like and subscribe, and comment also if you have any specific ideas for reviews. Peace. Once again.